السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. One of the special wisdoms Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reserves is His decision to grant anyone children or not, to give them girls or boys, or both or none. This is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلِلَّهِ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. And to Allah belongs the kingship, the dominion of the heavens and the earth. Everything in the heavens and the earth belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ. He creates whatever He wishes. يَهَبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ إِنَاثًا وَيَهَبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ الذُّكُورَ. And immediately after He says He creates whatever He wishes, He says He grants whomever He wishes girls or female children, and to those He wishes He gives them boys or male, or He gives both. أو يزوجهم ذكرانا وإناثا. Or He would give both male and female, or some He will make barren. They don't give birth at all. They don't have any children. وَيَجْعَلُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ عَقِيمًا. For wisdom, Allah knows best. And one of the traits of belief, of Iman, is to accept from Allah whatever He decides in this matter. Because we have no part in that. It's Allah who gives girls and boys children. Or He makes us completely barren and not to give any children. And in fact, we can see that people across the history and nowadays, many people fall into this trap. They're failing this test. Starting from early days, before Islam, some people used to prefer boys over girls. And Allah mentioned that in the Quran in the context of renouncing and rejecting this attitude of those disbelievers during the Jahiliyyah, the time of ignorance, that people used to prefer girls over boys. And He described them fully. He said, وَإِذَا بُشِّرَ أَحَدُهُمْ بِالْأُنْثَى ظَلَّ وَجْهُهُ مُسْوَدًّا وَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. When any of them is giving the glad tidings, see, Allah used the words bushira, the good news of a girl, that person's face will be gloomy and he will be disappointed all the way because he's given a girl. To the extent that some minority in the early Jahiliyyah, in the early Arabs, very few used to kill their daughters, infants, because they don't want girls. Although they are very few, Allah mentioned that in the Quran, because this is a grave mistake. This is a horrible, abhorrent to do that. And Allah in the Quran says, وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. And when this girl who was buried alive, who was killed, this innocent, in the day of judgment, she will ask, why I was killed for no reason? Why she was killed for no reason, this innocent infant. And unfortunately, this repeats over the time. Not only with the Jahiliyyah, some people are reviving this Jahiliyyah by doing the same, by aborting their children because they don't want a boy or they don't want a girl. Sometimes the policies of the land or the country could push people to do that too. Like in some countries where they are forcing people to have only one child, some of them had to kill or to abort their child because they don't want a girl or they don't want a boy. They want another, so they will abort that one or kill that child, hoping they will get another one. And Allah is renouncing that. And the Prophet ﷺ is warning us that the grave mistakes of the grave sins, to associate a partner to Allah, and also when he mentioned the grave sins, is to kill your child in fear of feeding with you. To kill your child in fear of feeding with you. Which means people who abort their children because they are not ready for children. Or because they think they cannot afford feeding them or spending on them. And this is a grave crime. This is grave crime. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says that He's the one who provided for you and them. He's the one who provided. In another instance, He said He's the one who provided for them and you. Sometimes these children are the reason for you to be provided. Your risk is maybe because of your children. In fact, it is because of your children. Right? Because the one who created them is the one who will provide for them. This ignorant mentality of favoring boys over girls or girls over boys is not Islamic at all. In fact, the majority of people think, they want boys, they want male children. They can help them, they will carry their names. Whereas, from actuality, girls are more merciful to their parents than boys. They are closer emotionally to their parents, and not only their parents, and their brothers and sisters. Who's closest to you than your mom and your sisters? In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed many of His prophets with girls. And the Prophet ﷺ said that. He said, Allah blessed the majority of the prophets with girls. And he mentioned examples. He said, Nuh, our great grand prophet, Nuh alayhi salam, had many girls. Had 7 or more girls. Not only Nuh, but also Shu'aib. And the story of Shu'aib, is quite interesting. Shu'aib had 2 girls, right? And not only that, Allah brought Musa, the prophet, to serve this home because of that. He brought Musa to serve in the home of Shu'aib and his daughters for 8 or 10 years, and then get married to one of them. Right? And Muhammad ﷺ had also girls. In fact, he had only girls, plus 2 boys who passed away at very early age. But he had girls, Ruqayya, Kulthum, Al-Sayyida Zainab, Al-Sayyida Fatima, Al-Sayyida Ruqayya, Al-Sayyida Kulthum, radiyallahu anhum. All the daughters of the Prophet ﷺ. In fact, whom Allah favors, gives girls. The Prophet ﷺ praised those who are blessed with girls. And he said, who Allah blesses him with 2 girls, and he takes care of them, to look after them, to feed them, to educate them, and to give them good upbringing, he will be my partner. Whose partner? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will be next to me in Jannah. Just because he had girls. And he had his daughters. And he looked after them. And he cared for them. He will be next to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in Jannah. Who wants to be next to Muhammad ﷺ in Jannah? And Muhammad ﷺ has the highest rank in paradise. After each adhan, we ask Allah to grant Muhammad al-wasilata wal-fadila, which is the name of the best position in paradise. Highest. You want to be next to Muhammad? This is one recipe. If Allah blesses you with girls, lucky you are. In fact, also the Prophet ﷺ also said that the money you spend on your family is the best of your spending. The best of your spending, the best of sadaqah is the one you feed your family, your immediate family. Your wife, your child, your children, your mother, your sister, right? And the best of all is what you spend in your daughters. Is what you spend in your girls. Without waste and without show off. دون إسراف أو مخيلة. Without waste, without show off. So looking after your children, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لِيُنْفِقْ ذُو سَعَةٍ مِّن سَعَتِهِ. Let everyone spend of what Allah has given them. Allah gave you one, you spend according to this one. Allah gave you 10, you spend according to this 10. Without waste, without show off. Also the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever has daughters, but also he had sisters. Who has sisters, exactly the same. You look after your sisters like you look after your daughters. In fact, females is all blessing. Whoever they are, whoever the female is a blessing for us. Starting from top, being your mom. The female being your mom is your gate to paradise. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ وَبِوَالِدَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا. Your mom is your door to paradise. No doubt, everyone knows that. Your mother. And your mother means your mother, your grandmother, right? And anyone who's your mother. Because your auntie is your mother. Your mother's sister is your mother. Your mother's mother and grandmother's is your mother. Your mother's auntie is your mother. Right? These are all your moms. And in fact, in Islam, these are your dependents. If there's no one else closer than them, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to care for them. So starting with your moms. Next, your daughters. Next to your daughters, as we said, the Prophet ﷺ said, you have 2 daughters, they will get you to paradise if you care for them. And someone said, Ya Rasulullah, what about one? I have only one. He said, also one. So one daughter will do the job if you take care of her. She will take you to paradise next to the Prophet ﷺ in paradise. And the Prophet ﷺ pointed with the 2 fingers, just like that. You will be next to me if you care for your sister. And he said the same applies to your sisters. Like your daughters, your daughters means your immediate daughter and your granddaughter. And your sisters, the same. You care for your sisters, you look after your sisters, you spend on them, you take care of all their affairs. They're your ticket to paradise. There's no one else left in your dominion. Your mom, your sisters, your daughters, your aunties, and your nieces, they are your tickets to paradise. Then who will hate girls? We love them by nature. And we love them by virtue of these recommendations of Allah and His Messenger. Because they are our tickets. There are many gates of paradise who are kept by only ladies, only female, many more than boys, with all due respect to boys, right, and male. And finally, let's conclude with this more interesting narration. When it it was said that boys are ni'mah. They are bounties. They are favors and blessings, right? They are bounties. Ni'mah. الأولاد الذكور نعم. And the girls are what? They are not ni'am? He didn't say ni'am. He said hasanat. They are good deeds. And you are rewarded for the good deeds and accounted for the ni'am. You will be questioned about your the blessings Allah gave you, and you will be rewarded for the hasanat. Right? So the girls are hasanat, are good deeds for you if we do it right. And the boys are blessings, but you're questioned about the blessings. Just like any other blessing in this world, gifts from Allah. Allah will ask you, how did you treat it? How did you do with it? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our children, boys and girls, and making good. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this country safe and all the Muslim lands. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi.